Hi guys, in this video, we are going to discuss about how to create a purchase order in Xero accounting system. As you already know, we have to create a purchase order in order to place an order with our suppliers. When we need to order some goods or the service from our suppliers, we have to place a purchase order with them. So, in order to create that purchase order, we can simply use this Xero accounting system. How can we use the Xero accounting system for raising purchase order? That is the thing we are going to discuss under this video. Okay, it's a very simple process. What you need to do is to just click on this business tab, and under this business tab, what you need to do is to just click on this purchase orders. Okay, this window. Okay, so create the purchase order. How? Okay, still it's slow. So there is one purchase order that I have made. What you need to do is just to click on this, be directed to another window, to another screen. Okay, so this purchase order is the one that is going to be sent to our supplier. So in this window, you can create that purchase order, and if you need, you can directly send it to your supplier through purchase order screen or the window. So in this window, you can easily add the purchase order. What is the first thing you need to do? The very first thing you need to do is to specify the supplier. Here, contact refers to the supplier. So you have to enter the supplier from whom you are going to purchase the goods. Okay. So it is recommended from my end. I am strongly recommending you to create the supplier before placing the purchase order. I have already explained you how to create a supplier in our early videos. So now I am going to create the purchase order with an existing supplier. So I will take the supply in this way. Okay, now once I am entering the first few characters of the supplier, then it is automatically popping up. So I need to pick it. Okay, now I am selecting the supplier. If you need a new supplier, that means a supplier that is not available within the system, then you can create it here. Okay, so now just assume now this supply there are no suppliers which begins with SNH. Therefore, you can create a new cust supplier here, but I am going to use an existing supplier, Zero Private Limited. Then by default, the date will be date will be the date on which the purchase order is raised. But if you need, you can change the date here. Okay, you can change the date here. I am not going to change the date of the purchase order. Then you can specify the delivery date, on which date you are expecting the delivery. So just assume I'm expecting the delivery on 24th March 2022. But if you need a delivery in 7 days from the date of purchase order, you don't need to count the days. You can just click on the 7 days option. If you need the delivery in 14 days after the purchase order date, then you can just click on this 14 days. Okay, in my case, I don't know the number of days. I want this delivery to be taken place on 24th March, therefore I am clicking it. Then purchase order number. It is a sequential number automatically picked up by the system, but if you need a different number, you can do it here. You can change it here. Okay, but I recommend you to use the number given by the system more, because we always it is better to use some sort of sequence. Then the system numbering sequence will help us. So in addition to these things, if you need any reference, okay, maybe some sort of approval or whatever the thing, you can enter it here. So in my case, I will just write down as for uh, YY story. This is just a hypothetical reference. Okay, so whatever the reference that you need to embed here, you can entity, and that will be seen by the supplier as well. Okay, please keep it in mind. If you want to show something to the supplier as a reference, then you should enter it here. Okay, these are the basic details. After that, you can select the currency. Okay, you can select the currency. What is the meaning of currency? Now, if I am going to place an order with the local supplier, then by default it is my default currency. But if I am going to place an order with the foreign supplier, then I have to pick up the relevant foreign currency. Okay, in my case, I have GBP, I have USD. Okay, but in this case, I am going to raise a purchase order with a local supplier. Therefore, I am keeping it as Sri Lankan rupees. In your case, if you are based in United States, then your default currency would be United States dollars, and it will be appearing here. Okay. So these are the basic things. This text part will keep it aside for the time being. Now what you need to do? Now you have to select the item. Which item that you are going to order? Okay. Under this item, you are picking up the items that you want to order. This may be already available in the system, or this may not be available in the system. If it is already available in the system, you can easily pick it up, okay, in this way. So there is a drop down list. If you click it on it, you can see now we have already added several items to our system. You can see accounting standard book. So I am selecting it. See, all the description will be built accordingly. Now just assume I am going to order 50 accounting standard books, and the unit price of each will be 3,500. Okay, I hope you know about the purchasing process. Whenever we are placing a purchase orders, we are quoting our price. Maybe the supplier's price different than our price, but at the point of raising the purchase order, we are specifying our price. Okay. So if we expect some sort of discount from the supplier, you can specify it here. But in this case, I am not going to apply any discount for this accounting standard book product. Okay. So if you need any other item other than this item, you can add it in the second line. Okay, just assume I am going to have some auditing standard books as well. Then you can specify the quantity, and you can specify the price. We take 3,800, and I expect a discount of 10%. Then you can, okay, based on the discount that we are applying here, our price will change accordingly. Our price is changing accordingly. You can see subtotal includes a discount of 9,500. In this way, you can add whatever the items that you want to add to this purchase order. Okay, it is a very easy process. Now you can see the delivery address. Okay, by default, it is our business address, which have been entered at the point of creating the basic settings of the XERO accounting system. But if you need any other address other than this postal address, then you can select it. Okay, you can select it. Add new address and add one of address, search for contacts, whatever the thing you can add. Then attention, to whom, or the who is the officer in our business that is going to, who is going to engage in this. So we can write down his name. Okay, in this case I will write my name. Now then the telephone number, and if you need to provide some delivery instruction to the supplier, you can add it here. Okay, this will be appeared on the purchase order that you are raising. Okay, therefore it is very essential to enter a delivery instruction if you need. In my case, I will explain in this way. Okay, I will write down some delivery instruction. Delivery to be taken on exactly on the date specified purchase order. Okay, so I think we are good to go. We have done all the relevant things. Okay, if you need, you can add the text and those things. So I will discuss about it later. Then what I am doing, you need to do what, you can just click on this approve. Okay, so if you are not the person who is going to approve the purchase order, then you can just click on this drop down list, and you can click here save and submit for approval. Then the relevant person who is authorized to approve these things will be, I will approve the purchase order. In this case, I am going to approve it directly. Okay, I am clicking it approve. You will be directed to this window. Purchase order approved, that has been raised in the system by us. Okay, so this is how we are creating a purchase order. Now still we haven't sent this purchase order to our supplier. We have just created the purchase order within our system. Now we have to send it to the supplier. We have two options. We can send a mail to the supplier, or we can send a physical document, physical purchase order to the supplier, maybe via post or the courier service. Okay, so if you are interested in sending a mail to the supplier for the purchase order, what you need to do, you can just click on this send button. Then from the relevant things will be here, automatically picking up our company name and our business email address and two. Okay, so at the point of supplier creation, I have entered the relevant supplier's email address. It is automatically picked to here. Okay, so whatever the email address that you have entered at the point of supplier creation will be picked automatically to here. But if you want to send the purchase order to a different person other than the person specified in our accounting system, you can change the email address here. Okay, then you can see the message purchase order for purchase order PO dash 0002 from Bispin Tech Post Zero Private Limited. The subject line has automatically been generated. Then we can see the relevant message. See, it is very easy. It is very time saving. All the things have automatically been generated here, so we don't want to spend our valuable time in typing these things. Okay, Zero has made it very easy. So what you need to do is what you have to just click on the send button, and at the point of sending, if you just click on this mark as send button, what is the meaning of that? By just referring to the system, we can understand that we have sent this purchase order to the supplier. That is the meaning of this mark as sent. On the other hand, if you want a copy of this purchase order, you can just click here. Then a copy of this purchase order will be sent to your what will be sent to your email address. Okay, in this case, I don't want to have a copy of this purchase order, therefore I am unchecking this, but I am keeping this checked mark as sent, because at a later time I can ascertain whether I have sent this purchase order to the supplier or not. Then you can just click on this send button. This is how we are sending the purchase order to our supplier. Okay, but if your supplier is interested in getting a purchase order in a physical document form, in that case also we can use the facilities provided in Xero accounting system. How can you do it? You can just click on this print button, then print purchase order as PDF. We can print our purchase order as a PDF, then we can easily take a printout of that PDF. Okay, so at that point also we can check here mark as sent. Then we know, although we haven't sent the purchase order through an email, we have sent the purchase order to our supplier. Okay, so what we are going to do, once we click on this mark as sent, you can just click on this print. Now it's marked as sent. Whenever we see this, we know that this purchase order has been sent to our supplier. Therefore, we don't want to worry about it. Now the ball is on the supplier side. He should send us the relevant goods. Okay. So at the same time, you can see a file automatically downloaded. Purchase order PO0002. Click on it. It will be opened as a PDF document. It will be opened as a PDF document. So can be seen. Then purchase order date and our relevant details are here. Then delivery date, purchase order number, reference, see the reference that we have done, description, those things are available. Then delivery details are also here. You can see delivery address, attention, telephone number, delivery instruction, all the things have been specified on the purchase order. That is the beautiful thing. We don't need to spend our valuable time on creating these again and again. These things can be easily entered in the purchase order, and you can see the company registration and our company details have been shown here. Okay, so if you need the format to be changed, there is option for that as well. Okay, now by just looking at this purchase order format, it is not attractive. If you want the purchase order to be attractive, Xero facilitate for that as well. You have the option and you have the settings options to customize this purchase order as per your preference. I will discuss it on a different video. In that video, my motive is not to show how to customize the purchase order layout or the template. Here what you need to understand is how to raise the purchase order in Xero accounting system. That is of greater importance for your business purpose. Okay, so I hope you are clear about how to raise a purchase order. In this way you can create a number of purchase, whatever the number of purchase orders in Xero accounting system, in a very easy way. Okay, so with that I am winding up this video, and I am sure you are clear about this purchase order creation part. Okay, thank you.